If there has been a turning point in this first Baltimore season, you have to go back to the early days of the franchise, before the CFLers had ever played a game, when owner Jim Spiros hired Don Matthews as his head coach and director of football operations. While the other three expansion teams have struggled with NFL-style management, Baltimore has flourished immediately.
I've been in the league 17 years, so in that period of time, I think that I've been able to determine what type of player can be successful in the Canadian Football League. And after that length of time, most people would be able to do the exact same thing.
Perhaps, but even more experienced CFL coaches have a hard time matching Matthews' resume. He's had his battles with management, with reporters, even with some fans. But he's always been a winner, and his players have always stood by him.
He's more straight up. He'll tell you exactly what's on his mind. So that's his philosophy, and he treats you like a man, put it that way.
I don't know what a player's coach is. I do things how I think they should be done. I think that most of the players will tell you that if it's time for me to get stern and aggressive with them, I do exactly that. But if you come to work every day and be a pro, if you work on the field at game time and give me your best shot, then you can play for me for a long, long time. And I expect that from you. And if you give it, then things go very, very well.
Now there's a new knock on Matthews, that his team has an unfair advantage. By employing an All-American lineup, Baltimore has a huge talent pool from which to draw. Couple that with Matthews' knowledge of the league, and some in Canada are crying foul.
It only has come up the last couple of weeks because our football team is a U.S. team and we're playing in the playoffs. So we really haven't had a lot of time to think about it, or do I want to think about it, to be honest with you.
BC versus Baltimore, Canada against the U.S. But that's not the entire story. Sunday's game is a matchup between two good football teams who have both earned the right to be in Vancouver. The CFLs are led by Tracy Ham, a 9-year veteran who has never won a Grey Cup as a starter. Some thought he was through after a bad '93 season, but not so. Expect a big game from the Argo cast-off. The Baltimore backfield is led by the league's leading rusher, Mike Pringle. He set a new CFL rushing record with 1,972 yards this season. In their only meeting of the season, Pringle and company ran wild versus the Lions, racking up 249 yards in a 38-21 Baltimore victory. Add slot back Chris Armstrong to the mix, and you have an offense that will be tough to stop. Defensively, Baltimore is led by Gerald Bayless and O.J. Brigance, two CFL veterans who can change a game's tempo. It will be up to those two gentlemen to stop either Ken Austin or Danny McManus. The Lions have not yet announced their Grey Cup starter and won't until game time. In the backfield, Corey Philpott and Sean Millington will battle Baltimore's defense, ranked third against the run. Philpott figures it's a confrontation he and his teammate will win. Philpott was benched when the Lions played in Baltimore in their only meeting this season. At the receiver position, Lions hero Darren Flutie is questionable because of the impending birth of his first child, while slot back Mike Trevathan will definitely miss the game because of a bout of hepatitis. He'll be replaced in the Lions lineup by Yo Murphy. Expect a high-scoring Grey Cup with perfect conditions. Both teams should be able to move the ball. Baltimore has the edge on the ground, while the Lions have the edge in the air. BC Place is a complete sellout, and that can only help the hometown Lions, a team that has not won the Silver Mug since 1985.